This video has been created to help with setting up Mul-Ty-Player for the first time. In the first half, I will explain how to install and run the application, and in the second half, I'll discuss how we share our video in the speedrunning community. This video is being made leading up to the 2-year celebration event, so for those of you who are joining us for the event, please make sure you have set up both Mul-Ty-Player and the video sharing tool before your first event, if it's required for that event. Links to the downloads are all in the description of this video. The only thing required for this install is a pre-installed copy of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. First, you'll need to go to the Mul-Ty-Player GitHub page. On this page, you'll see the word releases on the right hand side. Click this. Once you're in, go to the latest release and expand the assets. Click on the Mul-Ty-Player Updater. This tool will automatically handle installation and updating of the Mul-Ty-Player apps. Extract the updater. Run the updater executable. The updater has 3 sections: install, update, and setup. We'll click install. This window will open. It is advised that you leave all checkboxes as they are by default. Check that the original game path is correctly pointing to your vanilla install of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. If your vanilla install is in the default program files Steam directory, this should be set and you can press install. Otherwise, locate your vanilla install of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and press install. The files will be installed to a new folder called Mul-Ty-Player in your Documents folder. If you wish to change this, modify the client and game install paths in the install menu before installing. To change the location after installing, move the folders and then use the setup window to locate the moved folders. Once installed, it is recommended that you move the updater to the same location as the other files. To update, simply close the client, game, and server applications if any of them are open, and then run the updater and press update. If the update fails, please check your client and game files. If they are missing, delete any remaining files and create a fresh install using the install menu. To join a Mul-Ty-Player server, you'll need both the game and the client application to be running. The order that you run these applications does not matter. The client may have default server IPs already loaded into the application. These IPs are for the public servers. They are not protected with a password by default, but you may set a password after connecting. The password will reset when the server has no players in it. Once you're connected, you'll be able to explore the various settings and features Mul-Ty-Player has to offer. The user documentation is linked below if you want to explore more. In the speedrunning community, to make submissions easier, we use a customized OBS to capture our game and send it to a host player who collates the perspectives and records the run for all other players. For information on hosting, please reach out in the speedrunning Discord. To connect and send your video to a host, navigate to the download linked below or in the resources section of the speedrun.com page and download the Mul-Ty-Player OBS zip file. Extract the files. This can take some time. If extracting this file does not work, you may need to use a dedicated file extracting tool like WinRAR or 7-Zip. These can be found online and they are free. It is advised that you move this folder to the same location as your other Mul-Ty-Player files. Run launch.bat. Once the OBS instance is loaded, you'll see a panel on the right hand side. This panel will ask for a password which will be provided by your host. Enter the password and your display name and then start the virtual camera and click join room. When you open Mul-Ty-Player, this OBS instance will automatically capture your video and send it to the host. If your computer is struggling, you can switch to a lower quality profile by stopping your virtual camera, clicking on the profile menu at the top, selecting a profile, and restarting your virtual camera. And that's it. You should be ready to go with Mul-Ty-Player.